All right. So to start us off today I'm going to talk about something which, uh, when I thought about it, I shouldn't really need to be talking about this because this is should be obvious to all of us. This should be just the way we live, the way we think, the way we approach new information. But somehow it seems to me that this, what I call foundational thinking, is less common and less the norm than one would think, even though we all know about it and supposedly we all do it. And hopefully, I'm going to be able to convince you that uh, this model, this structure of thinking, will lead you to understand the world in a new and better way. And to start us off, I just wanted to set the tone for today. So this is a quote from, I think, W.C. Fields. So if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. Seems to be he is the publicity manager for the COVID enterprise. Okay, so what do I mean by foundational thinking? Uh, and it's very simple that when you're confronted with a question or a problem or something that an issue that you want to resolve, I would say the most important thing to look for is to find that bit of information, or it could be that experiment or that question, which will resolve whatever it is, the issue that you're trying to resolve, without any doubt, that everybody would agree on. And I think that's is sort of innate to how we think. So, in other words, you come to an issue and you want to find the thing that settles it once and for all, not things that are peripheral, not things that maybe give you information, but the thing that settles this once and for all. So let me give you just a really simple example. So I have the questions. So I don't know if you can see this. I think you can. Here's 3 dots I just wrote on a file card. So my question is, are these 3 dots in a straight line? Now, here are some possible answers to this question. So that's the issue we're going to decide. Now, the first thing is you have to make a definition of what we mean by a straight line. And I'm here talking about common definitions because with a lot of things, including a straight line, you can get into a whole big metaphysical discussion and you can end up being lost in the weeds. Like, is there really such a thing as a straight line? Because if you used a microscope, it would be a little bit jagged. So that's not really straight. But let's forget about that for a moment, even though that is an actual issue, and say a straight line is a line defined by, say, the edge of this file card or by a ruler. So you could show this to somebody and they could give you the response, well, it looks straight to me. Or they could say, it doesn't look straight to me. Or you could take this card to the professor of straightness or dotology at the local esteemed university, Columbia University. So, Dr. Straight Line Professor, is this straight? Well, yes, this is a straight line. Now, I think it's pretty clear that nobody would believe either one of those. They wouldn't believe me if I said it was straight or wasn't straight. And they probably, even in this case, even for Americans, wouldn't believe even the esteemed professor of straight lineology, because what they would want to do is say, can you please get a ruler out? I don't happen to have a ruler, and measure it. And you put the ruler up next to it, and it turns out There's no way you can put these on a ruler. Therefore, this is not a straight line, and everybody would agree with that. Those three dots are not on a straight line.